السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا محمد عليه أفضل الصلاة وأزكى التسليم. Hello everyone, my name is Muhammad Al Muntasir, and today I will present my research about AI-based adaptive maintenance and intelligent monitoring system for three-phase induction motor using edge computing. Okay, let's introduce my presentation outlines. Its background, problem statement, research objective and research scope, and a literature review, research gap, proposed architecture, methodology, expected outcome, timeline, and conclusion. Okay. Um, the main objective is for my research is to check to check the status of the motor and to predict any fault before it's happening, because AC induction motor are widely used now and they are using for many application, bumpers, fan, any every factory has a lot of motor. If we don't know if any volt will be happen before, it will be cost us a lot of things. And they in older stages they are using some like periodic maintenance, or they are waiting the maintenance to happen. That's why we're introducing industry technology, which is artificial intelligence, internal of things, edge computing, and predictive maintenance. What would motivate me about my research? It's real-time monitoring the status of the motor, and also its early fault detection. It could detect the fault before it happening, and it will be higher reliability and lower cost. Okay, the problem statement. Uh, the problem statement that's each motor they are using that conventional maintenance, which is like they are making periodic maintenance or waiting the fault to happen. When when there is unexpected failure, it will reduce downtime and would cost a lot of money. That's why we need AI based monitoring. Because why we need this research? We need this research because we will make multi-sensor condition monitoring, and this one will collect data from the sensor and inject it to the AI based fault diagnosis, and it will detect the fault before it happening. Our research objective, we have four objectives. First one is investigate condition monitoring technique. There is a lot of technique to monitor the motor, like current, voltage. Also, the second objective is to develop AI based fault system, to develop artificial uh, system which will be detect the fault. Also, to develop each computing monitoring system will show the fault before it happening. Also, we need to validate this system to the actual life. Our research scope, we will work on three-phase induction motor, and we will detect the current and voltage and vibration sensor. Also, we're gonna use the microcontroller ESP32 and Raspberry Pi, and that one will send the data to the machine learning, which is random forest or superfect machine, and it will show on the dashboard. Our research hypothesis, it's very simple. That we'll use multi-sensor rather than one sensor, multi-sensor monitoring system. Also, we're gonna classify it induction motor fault. Also, each computing will show any fault before it happening. This system will improve the periodic maintenance, and it will show us the fault before it's happening. So why we need this research, or what our research question for this one? How can motor fault be detected early? How we can do this one? How we can find technique to detect this fault before it's happening? Also, how we gonna implement artificial intelligence to this system? Also, how we can show we can show it in the on the edge computing, and how we can periodic maintenance improve the uh, the the cost, and we could find the fault before it happening. So in our literature review, we check many article paper. We find that they were using conditioning modeling. They were using one sensor to check the status of the motor, and now we are using multi-sensor acquisition. Also, they using artificial intelligence, but it was limited to some motor and some technique. Or they are using also Internet of Things edge computing, but is not in many things and is not advanced. So we will try to improve this thing, and to show the fault on the dashboard. Okay, the research gap. The existing study, they are using single sensor. We are using now multi-sensor. They are using cloud-based processing. We are using microcontroller. They are using limited machine learning model. We will use advanced one like random forest or super vector machine. We will use they are using also high communication latency. We will use uh, real time fault diagnosis. Also, the validation will be experimental. Okay, the research methodology. uh, our research methodology in 8 stages. First one, we're gonna design the system, and we will collect the data. We will then we will send this signal to the machine learning will gonna collect the good data, and try to train it, and make it as a train set. So if any data happening to it, they will know the motor, this is volt or not volt, and they will show this one on the edge computing. On the edge, they will send this one to the edge computing, and they will show the fault in Internet of Things monitoring. Okay, our expected outcome. Our expected outcome, it's in 4 things. First one is technical outcome. It will be there is a lot of improvement in the technical outcome, and it will, especially we are using multi-sensor monitoring. The second one is the performance outcome, the accuracy. In our project, that we get accuracy more than 59%. Also, in less than 1 second response. What the impact on the industrial? The impact on the industrial is they will get early fault detection. They will reduce the downtime. They will improve their ability. They will lower the maintenance cost. Also, the research contribution, it will predict, it will be give us predictive maintenance schedule, and it will give us cost effective. Okay, now for the Gantt chart of my proposed research system. it will it will take a year, and I show in the Gantt chart how each step take, and it will take from me a year. So what the summary of my project? The summary is like that. uh, First is we developed AI artificial intelligent system that will help us to detect the fault for three-phase induction motor before it happening. So it will improve the fault detection, and it also lower the cost maintenance. We integrate multi-sensor rather than one sensor in the previous research. Also, we applied advanced machine learning algorithm like random forest supervector machine to detect the fault. And this is the end of my research. Thank you everyone, and thank you teacher for your support.